Hello folks, this is another kitchen experiment with cooking with Jan, and we're going to see if it actually works. It's going to be another chicken recipe. It's not going to be a stir fry, well actually more or less a stir fry, except I'm going to be taking some shortcuts because I'm short on time to actually cook for myself. You can also use these shortcuts, they're not really cheating except if you look at your pocketbook. You'll want to buy yourself a vegetable medley that you can actually steam in advance, not too much, just a little bit, in the microwave. This one's not steamed yet. And for sake of time, I've decided to start preparing some water for my brown rice, because I'm going to be boiling some rice. And I've added some sea salt, some curry, some basil, and a lot of onion powder, and that's going to be for my rice. I'm going to be cooking 2 or 3 chicken breasts that I'm going to be throwing together into one pot. When they're about ready, I'm going to add Chinese mung bean sprouts. I love these bean sprouts, delicious. And I'm going to add the other veggies that I'm going to have pre-steamed so that it doesn't take as much time. You're going to need olive oil or any cooking oil of your choosing. I always use olive oil. You're also going to need balsamic vinaigrette. Sorry, not vinaigrette, balsamic vinegar, because you don't want a salad. And I'll explain why. You're going to be creating a sweet and sour version of stir-fried chicken. You're going to need molasses or any other sweetener of your choosing, but I'm going to be using molasses because I want something thick. And my choice of balsamic vinegar is Bella Tavola. It doesn't really matter what you use, whatever you feel more appropriate for yourselves, use it. But you're going to be pre-mixing these before you throw them in with the chicken. And that's pretty much it for now. So as for ingredients, you can add other ingredients into your stir fry if you wish, fruits and veggies of your choosing. But this is what I'm actually going to be using for tonight. By the time I actually stop you guys, we're going to be cutting the chicken again. Nothing major there. And we're going to be moving on. Except I'm tired of always having to clean a cutting board full of chicken, so I'm going to be using one of my plates that cleans itself much better. And off we go. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the water getting itself ready to boil. So let me get my stuff out and we'll move on from this point on. Bon, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take an extended pause that you guys don't even notice, for the simple fact that I had to go and speak to Michel. He was calling me. Cut your chicken any which way you please. Me, it's just going to be bits. Chunks. You can leave a little bit of fat on because it'll add to the taste of your chicken. And because I'm a lazy ass and I want to do this quick, it doesn't really work as well as it should, but it does the trick for me. This time I'm going to be doing it in bigger chunks instead of small slivers. And the reason why is because I want more area for coating. But it also means extended cooking time for your meat because you don't want any pink chicken. It can lead to food poisoning. Okay, now that I've cut the majority of it, just going to slice it up. I hope your guys' week has been going well. Mine's been going kind of bizarre. I've been waking up early enough for 8:30 because of many factors helping me. A good friend giving me a wake-up call in the morning to make certain that I just cut my nail. Yeah, sharp knife. Be careful. And unfortunately I don't have any peppers, so I'm not going to be using any hot peppers this time around. So it's going to be just sweet and sour, no spice. Yeah, Michelle's been calling me pretty much like a wake-up call just to make sure that I get up because I'm not used to getting up early. And I'm trying to break the habit of going to bed past midnight. So far so good. I've been able to stop myself from going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm now at 1. Eventually I'll be able to break the actual cycle and go for the actual goal that I'm reaching. Bon. This chicken is now cut. Rinse your knife in water, please, because by experience, unfortunately, chicken gunks up anything that you actually touch. I'm sorry, I'm blocking your shot of the chicken. How unconscionable of you. Anyhow, so here you go. Your chicken's all ready. So while this is going to be put aside, we'll move on to the next. This vlog's probably not going to be in so many parts as usual. Balsamic vinegar. And I'm not measuring. If you've never had balsamic vinegar with olive oil to dip the nice moist pieces of bread in, it's worth a try. It really is. And molasses, folks. This is going to be a mixture you'll need to add in towards the last bits of the actual cooking. Whoop, sorry, I need to move you. I need to put this back in the cupboard. And as I said, this is an experiment. It may come out tasting disgusting. Although I've had nifty results with balsamic vinegar, doing caramelized onions, cabbage. It actually came out well. You'll need to stir it to actually mix. Whoop, there we go. To actually mix your molasses in. The smell of it smells like vinegar. Balsamic vinegar. Perfect. This is exactly what I want. I'll have to stir it again when I'm about ready to actually throw it in. So, from this point on, we move to the next part. Cooking it. I've got my rice already ready. Okay, and we're gonna move on to the actual chicken. Now I need you guys move over, scooch over here. Dee. Oh, there we go. You gotta love a tripod for this. Turn on my heat to the max. Need my oil. I'll need it to cook. You'll need some salt, some pepper. Just for the beginning, draw the water from the actual. Whoop. There we go. I thought about doing noodles with this, but I decided nah. So I'm going to be doing it the old-fashioned way. Hold on, I'll stop and I'll keep it as is. It's a better view. And since I'm a guy who despises I hate waiting. But then again, waiting is better than not waiting. Imagine if I had none of this. I'm capable of doing this for myself. A lot of people can't. They go out, they buy prepackaged foods. At least here I control the quality of the food or the amount of sodium or gunk that I put into it. Olive oil is good for me. I don't drink it by the bucketfuls. I've got a beer that I'm going to be having along with my meal. And like usual, you'll see me taste testing to see if it's actually worth it. And if it isn't, it'll be marked as a failure. And that's where you guys will come in to try and improve the recipe.